Welcome to the Amazing People Club, where you can learn from the most amazing people in the world. They are heroes and heroines who have made major contributions to our lives. This short tutor's audio-visual will introduce you to the psychology of their achievements through the series of multimedia eBooks that we have created. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Charles Margerison, an educational psychologist who is the founder of the Amazing People Club. Charles, can you please tell us how your work is useful in schools?
I started by imagining what it would be like to have William Shakespeare or Marie Curie visit a classroom. What would students ask them, I said to myself. Also, if people like Abraham Lincoln or Mother Teresa were present, what would they say about their experiences? Those were the sort of questions that led me to develop biographical interviews, which are now known as bioviews for short.
So Charles, how have you gone about gaining information for the bioviews?
Well, I visited the cities, towns and villages where amazing people such as the novelist Charles Dickens and the scientist Dr. Louis Pasteur lived and worked. I have written their stories as if they had given me a personal interview. All of these stories are therefore written in the first person and appear as avatars. Here is an excerpt from the life of Michelangelo, which we have developed in the form of an eBook.
1508 to 1512, I lay on my back each day. My job was to paint the Sistine Chapel in Rome. I produced over 300 biblical figures. Other work was started and not finished.
Charles, that is most interesting and a good example of how you make your biographical interviews come alive with modern media. So, your bioviews provide a multimedia version of the life stories of amazing people. Is that so?
Yes, an engaging lesson can start with an audio or audiovisual of people like William Shakespeare. Here is an example.
Hello, I'm William Shakespeare. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to London. I arrived here about 1588 to seek fame and fortune as a playwright. I was in my prime, and about that time wrote The Merchant of Venice and Romeo and Juliet.
So, it would seem that there are a large number of amazing people stories covering various issues. Are you able to give us another example?
In the Amazing Explorer series, the journeys of both Christopher Columbus and Captain Cook come alive. We have worked with teachers to develop easy-to-use lesson plans. The examples provide how this can be done with both video format and also question format. After the first few minutes of the audio or video, you can have students work in groups on questions. These can relate to many aspects of the curriculum, from citizenship to environmental issues, as well as core subjects such as science, literature, and history. Both the tutor and the students can set the questions.
Charles, it seems to me that there are at least two levels of learning. One is about an amazing person's life, and the other is the way that they worked. Can you tell us more about how amazing people made their achievements?
Yes, understanding the motivations and ways of thinking of amazing people are important points for all students. It is useful to look at the psychological issues that each person in the series used. In particular, the amazing people in the stories provide role models showing how they use their time well to reach their goals. However, what does success mean? The stories of amazing people such as Florence Nightingale with her work as a nurse and William Wilberforce, who helped abolish slavery, reflect the ups and downs and ethical challenges that can be helpful to students as they build their own careers.
So, do you have any guidelines on these thought processes, as critical thinking is a very important part of the curriculum?
There is a simple but essential process for understanding that I often refer to, based on a poem by Rudyard Kipling. He called it, "I Keep 6 Honest Serving Men." It provides a very useful guide for students in understanding the processes that amazing people have used to facilitate their achievements. The first line of the poem goes as follows: "I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what and why and when, and how and where and who." This can be developed as a matrix for creating question banks of both facts and opinions.
Thank you, Charles. What an innovative and intriguing concept. These are just a few examples of how Amazing People publications can become a pivotal part of educating students on topics such as character development, self-esteem, achievements, and career development. The list of amazing people in the published series covers all areas of the curriculum, inclusive of mathematics, social studies, exploration and geography, history, art and literature, science, personal health and social education, career development and leadership, also business and entrepreneurship. The educational bioviews are available in a broad range of formats, including iBooks, eBooks, audiobooks, and also audiovisual formats, with a full range of supporting materials, documents, timelines, and everything a teacher could use in the classroom. They are easily accessible and most engaging, delivering a much more interactive learning experience for both students and teachers alike. Be sure to check out our education page at www.amazingpeopleclub.com. Charles, we thank you so much for telling us about the Amazing People Club and how it can help students in their amazing education journey.